Okay, hopefully we are live and we're going to do an audio check here. I'm going to turn up the audio on my computer. Can I hear my voice? Check, check, check.
I hear my voice.
Hello?
Check, check, check.
I hear my voice going out. So we had another situation. Welcome back, folks. Last time we streamed, and now I'm going to make this a regular thing. Let me actually hit mute on my computer. This is going to have to be a regular thing from now on. I'm going to have to check the audio, because we did 2 streams on Wednesday. One of WWE, one of 2K20, and one of Mortal Kombat. Neither one of them had any audio on it, and I had no idea. So I put a tweet out, and I'll say it again here. If you ever pop in and you ever don't hear audio, and it's not like an RFL simulation or anything like that, just let me know. Be like, hey, we can't hear you. We can't hear any sound. And see, I'm paranoid. I'm going to check again. And I can still hear my sound. So, this is another stream, WWE 2K20. We talked a lot about 2K22 on the last stream. I don't think anybody heard it. So, this is the final road on the path to the pay-per-view. We are down to the final Nitro, the final one-night stand, and we're going to see if we can't get through both of them tonight. I'm not going to make any promises. If this show goes an hour and a half, as most do, we'll have to do one today and one for the weekend. But I'm hoping to maybe make this a shortened card, maybe fill it with some promos, things of that nature. That's an interesting battle right there. I like that. Let's free edit that. And we'll do let's make this one Falls Count Anywhere, because, you know, Ricochet is part of that hardcore division here. And so last time I put the whole card together before I came live. This time I wanted to just go ahead and come live so we can kind of fill in the gaps of what happened. I tried to, at least with the replay up on YouTube, I put kind of what happened in the show down in the description a little bit so people can kind of follow along. But the biggest thing that happened is Minoru Suzuki, who was scheduled to be at ECW this past week, was attacked. He was jumped in the parking lot. He was attacked before he got into the area by 3 masked assailants, all dressed from head to toe in black. And people immediately are assuming that, of course, it was the Sandman, Mr. Money in the Bank, that had something to do with that. He didn't exactly deny it, but he came out and had that promo later on in the show, and people were kind of like questioning, like, oh, that's kind of weird. What's up with that? So we're gonna have to see how that all plays out. And among the other matches, you can just check on the replay. But so we're gonna have the big tag team showdown here. Ricochet and Rey Fenix are gonna go at it. We are not going to do Brian Pillman and Zack Ryder, but we are going to see Brian Pillman in action, the U.S. TV champion. We crowned a number 1 contender to the U.S. TV championship last time we streamed in a 3-way dance. It was Brian Pillman at ringside. We did commentary with Brian Pillman. I did a Brian Pillman impersonation. It was great. Everyone loved it, but nobody was able to hear it. Well, that's right. We're going to Pillman and Liger here on WCW Nitro. Because of Hayabusa, he won the triple threat match over Mike Awesome and Kurt Angle to get the championship opportunity at UK Takeover. Mike Awesome and Kurt Angle will now battle it out in a tables match at the pay-per-view. So we got that to look forward to. We are going to switch this one up, and we are going to see... the champ. Actually, no, we're not going to see the champ. This time, how about we're going to see Ronda Rousey in action with her new associates. We're going to have managers, 2 of them. It is going to be Shayna Baszler and Sasha Banks, the S crew there. Sasha and Shayna. And this is a good chance to see the talents of Ronda Rousey, as she will look to be taking on Liv Morgan coming up at UK Takeover. Who should Ronda Rousey face? Let's see what our choices that we got here. What about Alicia Fox? We'll throw Fox in there. I haven't seen her on TV in quite some time. So Alicia Fox is going to be the victim of Ronda Rousey. You know, we're gonna throw her in there and see how she can handle herself. And then our main event. Yeah, it is actually, we're going to have one main event, and then we're going to have a little bit of an extra to do at the end. We are going to have a big time. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. We're going to do a 6-man tag team matchup here. And what a mega 6-man match this is going to be leading up to the pay-per-view. You're going to see the Alliance heavyweight champion in action, Minoru Suzuki. He is going to be teaming up with Hollywood Hogan. And that's not all. He is teaming up with Hollywood Hogan. He is also going to be teaming up with Goldberg. Look at this team, Suzuki, Hogan, Goldberg. And they're going to be going up against the team of, you probably already guessed it, the Sandman on one side. You got to wonder how I want to see this meeting backstage. What kind of strategy are these three going to discuss? Bret the Hitman Hart, the Sandman. I imagine there's going to be beers on one side of the room, maybe not the other with the Hitman, but who knows? Maybe the Hitman likes to indulge a little bit, but there you go. There is your main event, and what a main event that's going to be, as 3 of the matchups coming up at UK Takeover are going to be in the ring in 6-man action here. Goldberg, Hogan, and Suzuki against Sandman, Bret Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin. That is the card for Nitro, and what a show, what a stacked show you guys are going to get right here. So those are going to be the matches. We gotta throw some promos in here too. Let's kick it off with actually, let's go right here. We're going to do some self-promotion here. We are going to have the hardcore champion, Tommy Dreamer, come out. There he is. And speak his mind before the big Ricochet Ray Phoenix match. How about right here? We have another promo. We already had Liv Morgan speak on ECW. You can go check that out. But Liv Morgan's going to also come out before Ronda Rousey's match here and have a little something to say. And then before our main event, we are going to have the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. He is going to call out Mike Awesome before their tables match at UK Takeover. We're going to run over the UK Takeover card as we go out, as we continue on. I'm going to check one more time, make sure my voice is going out. It is. I hear my voice. It should be going. So we're kicking things off in a big way. A couple of rivalries coming to a head at UK Takeover. Coming up, it's going to be the Harlem Heat against the Good Brothers for the Alliance Tag Team Championships. And the rivalry between the Outsiders and the Public Enemy continue as they're part of this 8-man tag team matchup. Let's send a little tweet ski out. Let's let the people know that we are officially live. I'm going to quote tweet that. We're going to tag some people here. Oh my god, I gotta go copy and paste. We gotta do a copy and paste deal. Where are we? Right before we head to the UK for UK Takeover. We've been we've been all over the UK recently, honestly. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Hey, good old JR is here. That'd be awesome. So while these, we'll do some entrances here. We won't watch all of them, but we'll try to continue the discussion we had before. And that discussion, actually the discussion we had about WWE 2K22 that we had on the stream where no audio went out for me, it's actually kind of null and void because we were having the discussion on the chat about how It's basically impossible to find a PS5. We actually spent like 5 minutes during one of the entrances, like going on Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop, Target, like all the websites, and trying to find out where you can get a PS5. There's no PS5s anywhere. Read a couple of articles that said maybe some more PS5s are going to go out at the end of this month, maybe. I saw other websites where people haven't even been selling PS5s since October. If you got a PS5, good for you. I don't know how, because they're not anywhere. So that was the big debate. I said, boy, it's a month away. They announced that WWE 2K22 is coming out in a month. I would love to get it. I would love to get a day of pickup. I'm kind of like everyone else. We've had our fun with 2K20, but there's certain things we can't do. It's been a disaster. There's a lot of hype around 2K22, and people are kind of, the hype better live up to the one thing that's kind of interesting. I'll kind of sidetrack that a lot of people have been kind of taking 2K to task that they should really be, for kind of what they put us through the last 2 years, that they owe us and not the other way around. So these Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Hogan, X-Pac, they've been in the game for years and years and years. This year, they took them out of the game, and you have to pay the $100 price tag to get them as part of the next gen. So forget that. Hopefully the community creations will come through on that one. But anyway, so the big debate was, we didn't, as I mentioned, community creations. That was the big issue, is that community creations are a big part of my universe, and like a lot of people's universe. Gallows and Anderson, I'm going to have to get on the community creations. They're no longer going to be in the game. We don't know what the roster is yet, a month out, but there's a lot of guys that we're going to have to find on the community creations that we regularly use here. Zack Ryder being one of them. Kurt Angle, is he going to be in the game again now that he's not with WWE? Sting, who we use, Ric Flair, no longer part of WWE. Are we going to be able to use him, or are we going to have to go to the community creations? So the big issue I was having is, the game's coming out on PS4 and PS5. Well, which one do we buy? Obviously, they're putting it out on PS4 for a reason. A lot of companies are putting out their games on PS4 and PS5 because you can't find a PS5 anywhere. So it was, do we get the game day one on PS4 with the fear that a lot of the people that are going to be making the really good community creations will probably already be on PS5 if they can even get one? Because I remember I bought 2K17 after it had already moved to next gen on the Xbox 360 because I hadn't bought my PS4 yet. And the community creations on that were just awful because they had this stupid thing where you can only get community creations on the console you had. So that was the whole debate where we're like, boy, do we get the PS4 one? Do we get the PS5 one? Blah, 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 blah. Well, they announced yesterday that there's going to be cross-platform community creations. So, and no matter what system you have, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox X, PS5, any community creation you can download, which makes me think that the PS5 and PS4 game, there's not going to be much of a difference between the two, except maybe the graphics. Now, I don't know this for sure, but once more information comes out over the next month, if it's still absolutely impossible to get a PS5, we're just going to get the PS4 version of 2K22. If they look the same, if the reviews come out and everyone says, boy, there's really not a difference between the two, except the graphics on the PS5 looking a little nicer, we're just getting the PS4 version because what the heck, you can't get a PS5 anywhere. If anyone knows how to get one, please, send me the links. I'd be happy to jump on and try to nab one, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon, unfortunately. As much as I've tried, here comes the Public Enemies. We're getting ready for this huge 8-man tag team action, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on that. We had the debate, do we wait a couple months, get the PS5, get the 2K22, but if the games are going to be pretty much one and the same, and it's still impossible to get a PS5, then, we'll just get the PS4 version. But the other big thing we were talking about, and we'll get back to the action soon, we're having all this game talk, is that, man, it is, in my lifetime of buying games, I have never had this issue of buying a console. Like, I grew up, I had the original Super Nintendo, and then I remember I made the jump to PS1, didn't really like it that much, then got a N64 and then a Dreamcast. Then when Xbox came out, I got the Xbox, and I was all in on the Xbox. And I never really had the Nintendo stuff after the N64. I pretty much had the Game Boy Advance, the DS, and the 3DS. That's how I always got my Nintendo fix, was through that stuff, because I didn't, I think now I can appreciate the GameCube a little more, but when you played the Xbox, it just seemed so much bigger and better and powerful. It had the hard drive, and PlayStation and GameCube were still doing memory card stuff and all, and blah, 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 blah. So I had Xbox, and then I got the Xbox 360, and then finally I got the PS4. I switched back to being a PlayStation guy after I played my roommate's Xbox One for about a year or two and absolutely hated it, and that made me switch back to PS4. Switch back to PlayStation after I didn't like PlayStation 1. I love the PS4 now, and that's why I want to get a PS5. But anyway, that all being said, I never had an issue buying a game console whenever I needed it. I don't know what the issue is, and maybe people that are more in the know can say, like, my goodness. Cover there by Booker T. Maybe people that are more in the know can tell me, but I never had an issue buying a game console. If I wanted a game console, I just went out and got it. And I don't know if the issue is that game consoles are like, they're so HD now, and they're so hard to make, or they're so this, or they're so that. The first time I ever had an issue getting a game console that I wanted was when the Nintendo Switch came out. I tried for months and months and months. I remember I went on a road trip. That was when I was living in Alabama at the time. I went on a road trip from Alabama to Florida, an 8.5-hour trip. And I stopped at like every Walmart and GameStop and Target along the way, and nobody had a Nintendo Switch. It was crazy. Finally, a buddy, coworker of mine, found one in Auburn, where he was living at the time, and it was like the only one there, and he bought it for me, and I paid him back and all that fun stuff. But that was the first time I ever really had an issue where I wanted to get a game console and I couldn't buy it. I was like, wow, this is like the Nintendo Switch. This is like crazy demand. This is wild. And then the most recent experience was the Switch OLED, where I couldn't find one forever. I finally found one at my local GameStop. I actually found it online, and I bought it there and then picked it up at my local GameStop, but it was the only one they had in stock. And then now, this whole situation with the PS5, and I know they showed the chip shortage and all that stuff and blah, 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 blah. But it's like in recent memory between the Nintendo Switch and the PS5 and the OLED, it's like, my God, what's up with these systems? And I don't know. I haven't really looked into is the Xbox just as hard to buy? Maybe we switch back to Xbox or something. But yeah, it just seems like lately, back in the day, if I wanted to buy a console, I just went out and bought it. But now, it's like, man, you gotta be a scalper. What's the referee doing here? We gotta cover. The referee just standing there. That's not good. Scott Hall trying to go after the referee. 2K22 can't get here fast enough. Can we switch to the referee? How do we... Oh, he's trying to go after the referee again. Referee sidestepping. Back in comes Carl Anderson. But yeah, anyway, that's my 20-minute rant. That's kind of what we were talking about on the last stream. So just to fill you all in. But it is time. Let's get into Nitro. 8-man tag team battle. Harlem Heat and the Outsiders. The Good Brothers and the Public Enemy. 8-man tag team action. It was Booker T teaming up with the Outsiders on ECW. It was a 6-man tag. Now all the teams are teaming up. It is going to be the Outsiders, or I should say the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, and the Harlem Heat competing for the Alliance Tag Team Championship coming up at UK Takeover. Maybe we'll do like a Sunday Night Heat kind of show. Maybe the Outsiders and Public Enemy can kind of complete their feud as well. So big uppercut there by Carl Anderson. And Anderson, going right after the throat of Booker T. If he can get a win here, how about the old momentum? if that can carry on here, if the Good Brothers can defeat Booker T here in this matchup. So uppercut there, and here comes Luke Gallows. Here comes Rocco Rock. Tag team matches, hopefully, that's one I'm really going to look forward to. If we do end up getting the PS4 version, if they're pretty much one and the same, with the difference being graphics, definitely we'll be getting a day of. I'm going to trust them. We'll drop the $60 and get a day of. Hopefully we won't get burned. And we'll probably stream just a couple of free plays of us before even getting to anything, just checking everything out. I know some people are going to get their copy like 3 days early, and people will probably be tuning into those. But tag team matches, man, I hope they can figure out a way, because they're always, for a while in Universe, and I might go back to that if they don't improve them, but I used to always just do tornado matches because they're always more fun. Tag matches, they can be so slow, and they can be so long too. And they got it. Like, if you notice, when I do a tag match, I always put the momentum on fast to try to get the match over as quick as possible. And the matches will still take 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. The tag matches are just so long. I don't know. The mechanics of them are just really, really weird and really rough. So hopefully that is something in 2K22. I've been hearing so far the people that have seen it, and there's some people that are kind of questioning the legitimacy. Some people that have played it so far have talked about how great it is, but the people that have played it and have been talking about how great it is are also like associates of 2K, so some people are a little weary of that, like, oh, I don't know. But definitely, I mean, they got a lot of it's a month out. We've gotten, I think, 2 trailers, maybe. No gameplay other than like trailer highlights. We haven't seen any gameplay. We don't know any roster. Expectations are very, very, very high for this 2K22, and especially with the AEW game coming out at some point, I would imagine shortly after in 2022 or 2023. They got high expectations, is all I'm saying, especially I know for me, I know for many other people. So hopefully it delivers. They promise that it's different. So we shall see on that one. But for right now, we're continuing. And this might be it, because once we get to UK Takeover, I don't know if I can make it through a whole another month of Universe mode before the new game comes out. So this might be one of our final streams of 2K20 for a while, unless somebody requests it over on Patreon. It's kind of like a fun thing, like, oh, I want to see 2K20 again. They can request it. I have other games too. I have 2K, I have WWE 12. I have, oh my god, well, there is a tribute right there to 2K20 as Big E just zapped and vanished right out of the ring right there. That, yeah, oh my goodness, chokeslam right there by Scott Hall. I don't even know where Luke Gallows is. It's a glitch party right now as we're sending 2K20 out in a big way. There's Gallows. There he is on the outside of the ring. But yeah, it is. I have WWE 12. I have Raw 2. If you guys want to see that, I think that works on the 360. I have WrestleMania 21. I have 2K14, 2K17, and 2K20. So you can request any of those games over on Patreon if you just want to see us play it for funsies or anything. Become a super fan or a mega fan over at Patreon. We also have over 600 minutes of bonus content up, and more is coming, man. We haven't even touched the surface of all the classic content we're going to be uploading over on Patreon. TV Sports 27 on Patreon, so be sure to check us out there. But yeah, so this will probably be this, and UK Takeover will probably be some of the final 2K20 streams we do. And then, so we'll wrap this up, then we're going to finish up the college football season that we did. How about that move by Carl Anderson, the machine gun? And Big E is in a bad way right now. Down he goes. Someone's going to need to come in here, and Carl Anderson, very smart, trying to knock people off the apron. Well, he was. Well, I think he inadvertently went up on the top turnbuckle trying to knock folks down. That didn't quite work out for him. Oh my god, now he can't get off the top turnbuckle. Carl Anderson tried to knock people off the ring apron, got stuck. Down he goes finally, and belly to belly. Yeah, Carl Anderson, he got stuck in a loop right there. That was no good. Here comes the pinfall attempt by... Oh, no, it's not going to be a pinfall. It's going to be the big splash by Big E. And is he going to go for the cover? He probably should have gone for the cover. Now he is going to go for the cover. Let's see if that delay hurt him. 1, 2. It did hurt him. Carl Anderson, he is kicked out of the big splash by Big E. And the machine gun. Oh, he's going to get whipped into the ropes there. Double team maneuver. Here comes Rocco Rock with the knee right to the face of Luke Gallows. Carl Anderson. they look alike, man. They both look alike. What do you want from me? All right, Anderson's got to tag out here because now he's in a bad way all of a sudden. Anderson shot off into the buckle. Rocco Rock. Have you guys been watching SmackDown at all? I'm going to check out SmackDown as soon as this stream is over. It is a Friday night, but, I like to watch it after we stream, so the commercials and all that stuff. We just zip right through the commercials. I think Rampage is live tonight. I don't always catch every episode of Rampage, but I do hear that it is live tonight. Look at that! The double chokeslam, a 1031 if you're a no DQ CAW fan, and that's going to do it. The Good Brothers put away Public Enemy, so the Good Brothers and the Outsiders getting the win in this 8-man tag team action. It was fast and furious. Early on, boy, Scott Hall had a big issue. He had the visual pinfall, but no referee there. He came back with the chokeslam onto Big E. And Big E kicked out of that. Big E, though he countered later on, he had some big splashes, had some big moves at the end, but was not able to get the win. There was the big splash there. It was only good for a 2 count on Carl Anderson. And then it was big Luke Gallows who came in and got the pinfall on Rocco Rock to get the win for the Outsiders and the Good Brothers. Interesting, the Bullet Club and the NWO teaming up here tonight, so it's kind of interesting and fun to see that combination. But no Bullet Club here, no NWO here. It's just the Outsiders and Gallows and Anderson. Bullet Club were a big part of my other universe mode, my personal universe that I did away with when I started this. I had my fun with it. I had my joy. But I was doing 3 different brands, WWE, WCW, and ECW. I did it for 3 years, or 3 virtual years, not real life years. It was just so much to keep up with 3 separate shows. So once I got through the WrestleMania period, I was like, all right, I'm just going to combine the rosters. I guess technically we did. We got rid of WWE and we combined WCW and ECW here into the Alliance. And oh my God, I'm getting a visitor here on my chair. Here's Tommy Dreamer, the Hardcore Champion. See what he's got to say here. As coming up next is going to be Ricochet and Ray Phoenix in a hardcore match. We're gonna taunt a little bit. The heart and soul of the Alliance. Tommy Dreamer, he's had an interesting, lately kind of been combative with the fans. It all happened after his Dark Side of the Ring came out. And he's been teaming up with Raven, and we don't know what the relationship is between Dreamer and Raven and all that. Listen to this guy. He's just going on and on and on. This is not the Dreamer that we've known for years and years. I mean, people loved Tommy Dreamer. And now he wants to be the face. talking about a revolution here. I mean, it all stemmed from this whole thing, this high flyers thing, and Ricochet winning the hardcore title, and then Dreamer, I guess, feeling like the legacy, the hardcore title, if it will, wasn't going the right way. But Ricochet's trying to prove that he can be hardcore, and we're going to see a couple of high flyers go at it. Remember, there was a period in WCW where all the luchadors were part of the hardcore division. Remember the Junkyard match that had La Parka and Synclope and everybody in it as well. So this one is Falls Count Anywhere. Ricochet and Rey Fenix. Ricochet is battling for the Hardcore Championship against Tommy Dreamer at UK Takeover. We'll let this load up here. Who you guys got in this one? Make your predictions down below. Who you got? And there he is, one and only, the first ever Alliance, not Tommy Dreamer, but Ricochet, the first ever Alliance hardcore champion. He won the battle at Money in the Bank, and then on the very first night, defended the title against Tommy Dreamer. And I don't know, you call it an upset. Dreamer's been around a time or two, but Tommy Dreamer beat Ricochet and take the title from him. Ricochet will get his return match almost a month later here at UK Takeover, and that should be an interesting battle to see. You know, Ricochet, he has been training with Tetsuya Naito quite a bit. Naito's had a few hardcore matches before in New Japan, so Naito's kind of been showing him a thing or two, and we're gonna see how this turns out at UK Takeover. And here comes Rey Fenix, who also has a bit of a hardcore side to him. We've seen him in the Temple at Boyle Heights, and the Underground Fight Club has some extremely bloody battles. And we're going to see how this one turns out. This should be a good one. Ricochet and Rey Fenix. Ricochet would have fit right in with those fighters in the Underground Fight Club at Boyle Heights. It's too bad. I know a lot of people, the dream match people wanted to see. I think I heard Ricochet and Prince Puma. Maybe we can do that. Maybe we can book that one night as a dream match, Ricochet and Prince Puma, huh? How about that? Maybe we'll bring it here, because, you know, we're going to have some international cards coming up. We're going to have the G1 Super card coming up later in the year, where we travel to Japan with the wrestlers from New Japan and hopefully Stardom, depending on how the community creations go on 2K22. Maybe we'll go down south of the border. Oh, a quick cover on the outside by Rey Fenix. Not even a one count. So we're already heading to the floor, which is where these high flyers, they love to live. Ricochet sending him back. Don't you love the classic, the flaming ring mats? I love that from Nitro. That was awesome. Look at that back body drop. Putting Rey Fenix on the back of his neck. Ricochet. What's Ricochet doing? Up and shooting star press. Fenix moves out of the way. And Ricochet crashes and burns. That one hurts. Oh, man. That was devastating. And Rey Fenix, big kick to the ribs. Dreamer, we understand, backstage we're getting reports that he is making disparaging comments about this match. There hasn't even been a weapon yet. This is Falls Count Anywhere. Oh, did you see that beautiful sidestep by Ricochet? How about it? We saw plenty of weapons. There's no commentary from me, but go check out the last episode of ECW One Night Stand. It's the one where Brian Pillman is on the thumbnail, because he did commentary for the entire main event that nobody heard, and The thumbnail is already made, so that's why he's on there. But the main event was for a number one contendership to his title. But go check out the main event, the triangle match, the three-way dance. Hayabusa, Kurt Angle, Mike Awesome. They had an incredible war. A no-holds-barred Extreme Rules match. Flaming tables, ladders. I mean, everything got in the mix. Kurt Angle, the game was glitching and wouldn't let him jump off of the... Oh, Van Daminator! The game wouldn't let Kurt Angle moonsault off the ladder. It was all kinds of madness. Now that match probably looks crazy in comparison. We were having fun with the fact that we couldn't get Kurt Angle to jump off the ladder. We saw Van Terminator in the last stream where Rob Van Dam beat Zack Ryder. How about this? Ricochet's just going all over the place. That was a shooting star press onto Rey Fenix, onto a steel chair. And it was only good for a 1 count. Unbelievable. Ricochet now has the steel chair. He doesn't want to get too injured before the match with Tommy Dreamer, but this is good practice. Oh, right into the chair. My goodness. Moonsault and Ricochet misfired. As we take a shot backstage, you have to imagine it. Tommy Dreamer pointing, laughing at his monitor, laughing at Ricochet. After that. But Ricochet, he's going to bounce right back. Not going to let it bother him. It's been all Ricochet here. Oh my goodness, Ricochet had to go 3/4 of the way across the ring to hit the 630. He didn't need falls count anywhere. Ricochet picks up a big win. He's had a lot of momentum as of late, and he's got a huge victory over Rey Fenix. They went to the floor early on. Rey Fenix tried to get the quick win. Ricochet kicked out of it. A couple of Ricochet, not only a back body drop, but a couple of times just dropping Rey Fenix. There you see the second time on the back of his head. Not enough to get the win, but finally a couple shooting star presses onto the steel chair, and then a 630. How about this? The flatliner right there, and Ricochet gets the win at UK Takeover. The Hardcore Championship will be on the line as Tommy Dreamer will defend the Alliance Hardcore Championship against the first Alliance Hardcore Champion in Ricochet. Will Raven be there? Will Tetsuya Naito be there? That's what you're going to have to stay tuned to find out at UK Takeover. So let's go. Okay, another big one coming up. Jushin Thunder Liger going up against Brian Pillman. Brian Pillman is the U.S. TV champion, and Jushin Thunder Liger is an associate and friend and kind of an acting mentor of the number one contender, Hayabusa. Hayabusa and Jushin Liger, they had a match couple of nights ago on, I believe it was on ECW. They had their match. And then that led to Liger kind of, trying to, I don't say mentor, because Hayabusa is like an old veteran at this point, but that was the relationship they never really got to have in Japan, because Liger stayed with New Japan, and Hayabusa left for FMW, and that caused the rift between those two.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
And here he comes, the U.S. TV champion. A lot of people are hoping they fix the belts in the new game. So we'll see if they do. If they won't be as shiny. And there is the champ. So again, with the matchup with Hayabusa on the horizon. He's going to go up against Jushin Thunder Liger here tonight. And there he is. Go ahead and sing it. That's something we're going to have to play around too. When I get 2K22, I don't play any of the music because it's, you know, the copyright issues and YouTube and all that stuff. People play music all the time, so maybe as long as I keep talking over it, if I turn the music low enough on 2K22, I can actually play the music. But the minute I get a copyright, nope, that's it. No more music. There he is. Go ahead again, sing it. Da 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 da. Ba da ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 Liger. Da da da. Ba da 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 da. All right, here we go. This is a big match. These guys. You know, they had a famous match at Super Brawl. They wrestled on the first episode of Monday Nitro. Here they are again. And Liger hoping to maybe rough up Brian Pillman a little bit before his friends match up with Brian Pillman at the pay-per-view, the Loose Cannon. We haven't seen, I'd say, too much of the Loose Cannon side yet of Brian Pillman. As Liger, though, just taking it to Pillman so far. In the early going. There's a belly-to-belly right there. And back of the neck there. You know, well documented. Obviously, you can't miss it whenever Brian Pillman talks. He had the throat surgery when he was young. The neck hurts, too. Like, I know it's the throat, but that whole area is just sensitive. And continuing his attack is the great Jushin Thunder Liger. Glad to have him here in the Alliance. He had his retirement party a couple of years ago. I was actually at the Tokyo Dome for the January 4th battle, the 8-man tag, the part 1 of the retirement. He came out of retirement to be part of WCW ECW. Liger had his, of course, famous for his matches in WCW, and we have our Japanese feel here with, of course, Jushin Liger and Tetsuya Naito, who is a part of the roster. We have Asuka and Io Shirai and Kairi Sane, Hazuki. So, quite the flair, because that was always a big part of WCW back in the day, was the New Japan contingent. And Jushin Liger, the knee breaker there. Just getting that knee shattered by Brian Pillman. Pillman got it locked in, but Liger's going to roll out. A bit more grounded than I was expecting. You know, people will remember the famous... Oh, what a sidestep by Brian Pillman. Of course, they battled over the light heavyweight championship in WCW. And now we're going to see some high flying. How about Flying Brian? Oh, man, yeah, Brian Pillman remembers how to do it. Big stomp there by Liger. What a head scissors by Jushin Thunder Liger. That, how many revolutions was that? It kept going round and round and round. Yes, indeed. To the floor again. We just saw how the fight happened on the floor. Ricochet and Ray Phoenix. Liger sending the Loose Cannon back into the ring. Loose Cannon needs a win here. He got beat by Mike Awesome last time out on Nitro. That led to that triple threat match that, unfortunately for Mike Awesome, his loss to Hayabusa and then the loss in the triple threat had him fall out of the championship picture, even though he pinned the champion. However, if he can win that tables match against Kurt Angle, he'll be right back in the thick of things. But for Brian Pillman, man, he does not want to go into his championship match with 2 losses. What a kick by Jushin Liger. And this could be a win. I don't know if I call it an upset, but the champ The champ is reeling here. No, 1 count as Brian Pillman is out of that. And here he comes, running Bulldog. I think, did Liger slip out of it? I'm not sure. Looked like perhaps he might have slipped out of it, but this is going to be a Liger bomb. He hits it. Yeah, Jushin Liger looking to put... What happens if he pins the champ? Would that put him in the match? Would that would upset Hayabusa, right? Oh, was that low? Was that low by Brian Pillman? Was that a little bit of the loose cannon? What do you guys think? Was that low? We got some folks saying, oh, look at this. What is Pillman? This was I don't want to say competitive match. Liger was doing his part, but now Pillman had to fight dirty. There's that neck breaker onto Jushin Liger. That'd be a shame. Only a 2 count. Only a 2 count. Jushin Liger kicking out after the dirty. Look, low blows again. What's happening? What is happening? Across the throat now. Brian Pillman, he's trying to rip the mask. He's trying to rip the mask of Jushin Thunder Liger. Yeah, now we're starting to see. It hadn't come out yet, but the loose cannon side of Brian Pillman, we're starting to see it now. He has the figure 4 leg lock locked in. It is... Oh, it's going to be broken up by Liger. Liger is able to get out of that one. He's limping a little bit now. Here comes Liger. Is this going to be the Brain Buster? Yes, there it is, the famous Jushin Liger Brain Buster, and Brian Pillman immediately kicks out. Not even a 1 count. Can you believe that? Look at Liger. What a fight. What a fight this is. This is a good one, folks. You knew it was going to be, right? When you put Pillman and Liger in the ring on free TV on Nitro, you're going to get rewarded with a good one. Oh! Pillman ran right into that one. Hope Hayabusa is back there taking notes. Another counter by Pillman. That time, he nails the running Bulldog. Perfectly executed onto Liger. Liger swinging wildly. Pillman connecting with that blow. Look at this. Dave Feltzer, the corner of the screen there. Feltzer giving this one 3.5 stars. It's almost a Kenny Omega classic right now by Feltzer. If we can get this one up to 6 or 7 stars, we're getting there. We're back to square one. It almost feels like that was a big windup by Brian Pillman. Running Liger bomb and a rope break. It's a rope break by the loose cannon. Here comes Liger. Fighting back is Pillman, the U.S. TV champion, the Bulldog. I think Liger might be busted open if the Crimson Mask, he's wearing the Crimson Mask, but he's also got the Crimson Mask under the Crimson Mask. As they head to the outside of the ring, the loose cannon, the U.S. TV champion, the United States television champion. What is the loose cannon doing? Oh my God, a little Cactus Jack right there. Going back and forth and then dropping the elbow on Jushin Liger. But Liger's the one that sends Pillman back into the ring. Can you believe that? Oh my goodness, he went for the big kick. Didn't get it. The loose cannon. He wants Liger. He's got Liger right where he wants him. And again, taking out the knee, wiping the knee out. Referee, 3 count. The U.S. TV champion prevails. And at UK Takeover, it is Brian Pillman versus Hayabusa for the United States Television Championship. Coming up at the next, hopefully this weekend. Hopefully this weekend we'll do UK Takeover. My goodness. But it's the underhanded attacks, the underhanded moves
Pine Man.
of Brian Pillman that, like we said, we hadn't seen so far. The loose cannon definitely had snuck out here today. Well, there you go, the loose cannon. Alrighty, 3 matches down. Let's see where we were. 50 minutes into the stream. Maybe we can get the one night stand episode in. We'll see. We'll see. All right, we're gonna hear from Liv Morgan up next, right before Ronda Rousey takes on Alicia Fox. We heard from Liv Morgan at One Night Stand. We're going to hear from her tonight here on Nitro. Here comes the Alliance Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. Let's see what she's got to say again. Liv Morgan ready to get right down to business. The Splinter? Is she talking about Ninja Turtles? Do you think Liv Morgan, is she going to be able to handle Ronda Rousey? She's calling out Ronda Rousey. She'll be at ringside while Ronda Rousey has her match with Alicia Fox. Well, there you go. There's your words. The Alliance Women's Champion, Liv Morgan. She will face Mrs. Money in the Bank, Ronda Rousey. Which I don't know, is Ronda Rousey, is she going to be in 2K22? Or are we going to have to download a community creation of that? Well, you're seeing the new Alliance here. Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, and Sasha Banks. The three have formed a unit together. And that's what Liv's got to go up against, because Bayley, she's still out. Her arm was shattered. She's in the hospital. She's at home. She's resting, whatever. She's out of there. So it's this situation that Alicia Fox is walking into. That is pretty much going to be the situation that Liv Morgan is walking into at UK Takeover. So it'll be very, very, very interesting to see. And here she comes. The baddest on the planet, Ronda Rousey.
Making her way to the ring from Venice, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
And her opponent, we're just going to skip her entrance too, because this is all about, this is a classic. This is just Ronda Rousey coming to the ring to go after her prey. Oh yeah. Don't blink. You might miss it. We'll see. I mean, David Arquette, we thought that when David Arquette fought Minoru Suzuki. But Arquette actually put up a heck of a fight with Suzuki, and that actually earned, if you remember, that earned Suzuki's respect. And Suzuki and Arquette, actually, Suzuki's been training. If you is that a sentence you ever thought you'd hear? David Arquette is being trained by Minoru Suzuki. That's how much respect Suzuki had for David Arquette. So we might see a new side of Arquette here as things roll on in WCW, ECW, maybe a future World Championship run for Mr. Arquette. But you're seeing right now Ronda Rousey not fooling around with Alicia Fox at all. Oh my God, it's already over. Ronda Rousey, that was UFC style. Ronda Rousey put away Alicia Fox. How long was that match? That was less than 30 seconds. She locked in the submission. It's done. And that is Liv Morgan's opponent at Money in the Bank. Frightening. Extremely frightening. All 6 championships on the line. I said Money in the Bank, didn't I? At UK Takeover. That is your opponent at UK Takeover. Look at that face. It is Ronda Rousey, Liv Morgan, UK Takeover, the Alliance Women's Championship. I hope they have some of the cool arenas in 2K22 because I like the baseball arena. I like the Winterfest arena. I was going to do that for this, but it wasn't available, so. I mean, what am I saying? I don't know what I'm saying. I hope it is available in 2K22 because I want to play with those arenas. I was going to do a baseball event. I was going to do a Winterfest as part of some of the pay-per-views here. I hope stuff like that is in 2K22 because that was one of the cool things I think people really liked is those awesome arenas that they put in. So here comes Kurt Angle. He was originally trying to angle, if you will, for a match with Brian Pillman at UK Takeover for the US TV Championship, but hey, it was Hayabusa and it was Mike Awesome that got in the way, and then he fell just short in the triple threat match, and now he's got a date with Mike Awesome at UK Takeover in a tables match. He's telling that, oh my God, this Kurt Angle, he's out of control. He is out of control. Oh my God, this is the Olympic gold medalist talking like this. And he wants to humor Mike Awesome, so here you go. And here comes Mike Awesome. I think Kurt Angle's upset because he was originally going to get this US TV title match, and then Mike Awesome defeating Brian Pillman allowed the scenario where Mike Awesome all of a sudden got in the championship picture, and then Hayabusa defeating Mike Awesome turned into the triple threat match where Kurt Angle lost his championship opportunity. You guys following along with that? So I think Kurt Angle's pretty frustrated at Mike Awesome for that. And do an audio check if you hear an echo. Yeah. All right, let's hear what the career killers got to say. There's Mike Awesome. Participation trophies. He's an Olympic gold medalist. I don't know if I agree with Mike Awesome. Kurt Angle don't have no participation trophies. Let's throw a taunt in there. Ooh. I love that. He called out Mike Awesome. He says, "Who are you interrupting me?" See how Mike Awesome responds. We talked about this a little bit on the last stream, but Mike Awesome, man, while Kurt Angle, he does have a history with WCW, a former WCW champion. He had an appearance with ECW. He was ECW's very first draft pick, along with Rob Van Dam, or I don't know, he was 1 and 2, whichever, but him and Rob Van Dam were both drafted at the same time when the ECW revival happened in 2006. So Kurt Angle's got his history. He was also the mole of the Alliance. Mike Awesome was the very first non-contracted superstar to win a WWE championship when he defeated Rhino to win the Hardcore Championship. It wasn't Bret Hart who tried to leave with the title. There's been a lot of guys. No, Mike Awesome was the first man non-contracted to win a WWE championship. Mike Awesome, part of the Alliance. So Kurt Angle saying he's not going to fight Mike Awesome right now. Of course not, right? Kurt Angle. He keeps flexing a little bit. Kurt Angle saying, meet me in the ring more often. There you go. Well, the people say that Kurt Angle won that promo war. It is Kurt Angle versus Mike Awesome. I think that might be a dream match. Did they ever fight each other? I don't think so. Kurt Angle and Mike Awesome. Tables match at UK Takeover. All right, it is time for the main event. This is going to be a big one. I did not mean to jump into that one all willy-nilly with entrances turned on and I can't back out of it. So we are going to let the computer handle this one. We'll try to get through a lot of the entrances, but we want to sit back and enjoy this with everybody else. So here we go. This should be good. The Alliance Heavyweight Champion Minoru Suzuki, Goldberg, and Hollywood Hogan against Bret Hart, Mr. Money in the Bank, the Sandman, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. What an epic. That deserves a snapshot. We're going to make that the thumbnail. Absolutely. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go. Oklahoma City. Get ready. There's the champ, Kaze Ninare. Hopefully in 2K20 I can actually have both the belts, because my ideal situation would be both titles. I want everybody to carry 2 titles. But for some reason the game's only coming out with 1 title. But there is the champ. Kaze Ninare, yes. And there he is, Hollywood Hogan.
California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Hollywood Hogan.
We were discussing this a little bit on the last stream too, but the fact that, Hollywood Hogan hasn't had that association with Hall, with Nash. He's wearing the NWO colors. He's wearing the NWO logo. He was signed to the Alliance as Hollywood Hogan, not as Hulk Hogan. But it was kind of done in a way because he wanted to give Hollywood that run where the fans respected Hollywood. He had the run, in 2003 with the red and the yellow, and he was Hollywood Hogan then. But he never did it in the black and white. And I think he kind of mentioned when we talked to Hogan that we kind of have that feeling from WrestleMania 18 where the fans, at the Superdome, at the not the Superdome, in Toronto, what do they call it, the Sky Dome, where the people went on their feet, they were cheering, they were so loud for Hollywood Hogan, and he wanted that feeling for Hollywood Hogan. He immediately went to the red and yellow after that, but I think that's why Hogan dresses in the black and white. He wants to give Hollywood Hogan. He acted like a coward, in his own words, when he was Hollywood Hogan in 97, in 98. He gave up on the fans, and he wants to try to earn that back. So that's why he's doing it. But here comes Mr. Money in the Bank, the Sandman. Suzuki, he was trying desperately to get his hands on the Sandman at One Night Stand on our last stream Dusty Rhodes, the commissioner, he cut that right off. He stopped that. But Bobby Heenan, WCW commissioner, letting him have it.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds, Bret the Hitman.
And here comes the Hitman, Bret Hart. And Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I think people aren't really sure where they sit with Bret, where they sit with Steve Austin. They want to love him, but you know, he's been on this opposite side of Hogan. He kind of walked out after Money in the Bank, and you know, he hasn't really been as fan friendly. Here we go. This is a World Championship preview. And Suzuki backing Sandman into the buckle. How about that? My goodness. Oh, look at Suzuki slapping the taste out of Sandman. Preview of UK Takeover. And Suzuki did his part. And he tags right out. My goodness. Here's Hollywood Hogan. Hogan and the Sandman. Bret Hart comes in. Bret Hart and Hogan. That's a classic battle that people were clamoring for years and years. Former members of the NWO. Cover by the Hitman. And dropping the elbow right there. Suplex by Bret Hart. Swinging neck breaker by the Hitman. Here comes Goldberg. Here comes Steve Austin. They had a heck of a feud in my personal universe mode over the WWE Championship. Austin was the leader of the Shield. That's right. He took over the Shield leadership from John Cena. It was Austin, Reigns, Ambrose, and Rollins, part of the Shield. And then one by one, Ambrose, the rebellious one, left first. Then Seth Rollins left. Roman and Austin stayed together the longest. And then finally, Roman had enough. They had a battle over the Universal Championship. It was good stuff. If you want to see me upload, because I documented and wrote down every single match and storyline from my personal universe mode, let me know. I'll upload it on Patreon. I have 3 years worth from Nitro, ECW, and WWE. We have championship histories too. I'll put it all up on Patreon. You guys can check it out over there. $5, that'll get you the historian level. That'll let you check out any of the old videos and stat books and all that fun stuff. But if you become a super fan or a mega fan, that's when you can be a requester. We'll message you depending on how many subscribers we have. Right now, not that many, so that'd be the time. If you jumped in and became a mega fan or a super fan, you'd probably get to request a video once a week at this rate. If when it starts to pick up, then you're gonna have to wait a little longer. Like if we get 30 super fans, then you're gonna have to wait a bit before your request gets made. But right now would be the time to jump in, because there is not a big line, and you would be right at the front. Sandman, he is gonna take the pin on Bill Goldberg here. 2 count as Goldberg kicks out Goldberg and Bret Hart. There are a couple words right there for Goldberg over to the Hitman Bret Hart. Just a couple of, mouthing some words there. Referee might want to get out of the way of Goldberg and Mr. Money in the Bank. Oh, back elbow. Sandman fighting now. Oh, what was that, an RKO or a diamond cutter? What was that? My goodness, but it didn't even phase Goldberg. Not one bit. UK Takeover. Sandman versus Minoru Suzuki, the Alliance Heavyweight Championship. Hollywood Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, steel cage match. Goldberg versus Bret Hart for the first time since 1999. What a card it's going to be. Harlem Heat versus the Good Brothers, the Alliance Tag Team titles. Brian Pillman versus Jushin Liger for the US TV Championship. Look out! Look out! It's the spear! The spear! Goldberg hitting the Sandman with the spear and the cover. Is he going to get beat? No! The Sandman kicking out of Goldberg's spear. Sandman needs to get the heck out of the ring right now. I think he is going to tag out. Oh, he was trying. He was trying. Not going to happen. Look at the strength and the power of Bill Goldberg. What would it do for Goldberg to pin Mr. Money in the Bank? I thought he was going for the jackhammer right there. For Goldberg to pin Mr. Money in the Bank going into UK Takeover. Would that put Goldberg in the top? Wait a minute, I'm hearing... What the heck? Was he even here tonight? Folks, I'm getting word from Gene Okerlund backstage. There's been a situation backstage that apparently, and they haven't told Minoru Suzuki yet. Obviously, Suzuki's out here, but Suzuki has developed the friendship with David Arquette after they had the really good match on Nitro a couple of weeks ago. Apparently, Arquette was here. He is a contracted superstar. I'm being told by Gene Okerlund. Yes, I hear you, Gene. On the hotline. Yes, Gene has more on the hotline. Call 909-9900-96 800. Get your parents' permission. That's 909-9900. I'm assuming the same three. The three assailants dressed from head to toe in all black have attacked and have taken out David Arquette backstage. David Arquette is in a bad way, folks. I mean, he's in a bad way. This might be worse than when he stopped by Garbage Championship Wrestling and he had his match with with the light tubes. He's in a worse condition than that at Garbage Championship Wrestling. He's in a bad way. They're taking him out. They haven't told Suzuki yet. I imagine he's not going to be happy about it. Is this another attack by the Sandman? Like, what is the Sandman? Why he doesn't have to do this. Sandman was another one that had the love and the respect of the people for years and years. People love the Sandman. And who are these people that he's got to attack? I have no idea. It's a developing situation here. It's up to an 8 count in this match. A 9 count. What the heck? Is this match going to end in a double count out? And it is. Oh my God! The people, an unfortunate ending. Hey, I'm not controlling. It was a computer versus computer fight. This match is going to end in a no contest. It ends in a count out, and honestly, actually, the reason it ended in a count out is Suzuki. They put up on the Jumbotron what happened. Suzuki ran backstage to attend to his friend David Arquette. I mean, Suzuki, he's got friends. He's got Tai Chi and Desperado and stuff like that, but he really developed this friendship with Arquette, so he headed out. It's the double count out, and that is how Nitro ends. My goodness. So we're at an hour 14. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's get through One Night Stand, and that way, when we stream, which will most likely be tomorrow, we can do UK Takeover. So let's do this. We'll make this one a bit of a shortened show here. We can do a Tommy Dreamer No, we had enough with Dreamer. Let's just see. We'll do some stuff here. We gotta do something with the cruiserweight fellas, right? All right, we gotta change all these matches. All these are any good. Let's look at our card. Our UK Takeover card. Let's kick things off in a big way. We're gonna do it in a huge way. We are going to do a tornado tag. Forget these tag rules. We are going to do the cruiserweight matchup. So it is going to be Kalisto teaming up. Now he teamed up with Rey Mysterio last time to take on Adam Cole and Roddy Piper. This time, that ain't happening. This time it's going to be Kalisto and Rey Mysterio. Another thing I hope 2K fixes the alternate attires. Let us make a bunch of alternate attires without it taking up a create a wrestler spot. Am I right? So this is another big reason I hope the community creations is awesome. We need to get an Adam Cole and a Kalisto because they're going to be out of this game as well. But it is going to be all the men that are doing battle at this weekend at UK Takeover. At UK Takeover, it's the inaugural Cruiserweight Championship match inside the cage. Adam Cole, Kalisto, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee. Adam Cole picked up the win on the last ECW, got his momentum back, but you know the history. It's supposed to be Cole and Kalisto. It ended in a no contest at Money in the Bank. It was Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. First it was Mysterio who beat Adam Cole. Then Dragon Lee beat Kalisto. It all ended up being a fatal four-way. That is what we're getting right now here on ECW in a tornado match. I hit edit, right? Okay, I was going to say, it started like going like we were getting into a brand new show here. Let's see what else we're going to have on the show. How about, not sure if we've had this match yet. Maybe we have, but it could be due for a rematch. What about Raven and Tetsuya Naito? We know that they are going to have probably something to say about the upcoming Ricochet and Tommy Dreamer match. But the people love Naito. So you're going to get Naito and you're going to get Raven. Put them in a tie or two. Why not? Switch it up a bit. We also are going to have an interesting matchup here. We're going to have a 6-woman tag. And you know what? Just because we're feeling crazy, we're also going to do tornado style. We're not doing all these tag outs. It is going to be Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan will be teaming up with Kairi Sane and Io Shirai, the Sky Pirates, as they take on Ronda Rousey, get to the R's, there we go, Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, and Sasha Banks. So that should be big. First time we've seen these three all team up. And what about Charlotte Flair? We haven't heard anything out of Charlotte Flair as of late. You know, what's her status? She's been almost missing in action the last 2 weeks. What is up with Charlotte Flair? So that's a big one there. Delete, 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 delete. How about this for a match? Ready for this one? This is also going to be contested. In fact, this one is going to be contested under Extreme Rules. We're just going all out. This is the final show before UK Takeover. And we're going to see the US TV champion, Brian Pillman. Welcome to the new guy that just jumped in. Guy or gal, Jump in the chat. We'll shout you out. Brian Pillman. He is going to team up with the man that was calling him out, Kurt Angle. That's right. Pillman and Kurt Angle will team up right now to take on the career killer, Mike Awesome, and the #1 contender to the U.S. TV Championship, Hayabusa. That'll be big. And then we got to have a big main event. What do we see for the main event? Maybe that could just be the main event right there. That's a main event anywhere in the world. Because we already had Austin and Hogan, and maybe we can just have some confrontations here. We'll do some promos to even this out. So we will do. We need to hear. We gotta make sure everybody on the card is represented here. So we're gonna have Bret Hart calling out Goldberg. Where's Bret Hart? Why can't I pick Bret Hart? Is 2K20 glitching again? Where's Bret Hart? B. Brian Pillman. Oh, that's champions. B. Brian Pillman. Bubba Ray. Why? There's no Bret Hart, so I can't... I can't even do self-promotion, Bret Hart? What the heck? Why is Bret Hart missing? He's part of this roster. Okay, well, we'll just have to play make-believe that him and Goldberg had their confrontation, because it's not working, obviously, which is very bizarre. Can I have Tommy Dreamer call out Ricochet? Can they go toe-to-toe? There's Dreamer. Okay, well, he's there. I don't know why Bret Hart's not there. And Bret Hart is part of this roster. So Dreamer and Ricochet, they're going to have their confrontation. We got the Cruiserweights represented. Let's see. We got the U.S. TV title represented. We're going to imagine Bret Hart called out Goldberg. The Ronda Rousey match is represented there. Kurt Angle and Mike Awesome is there. The Cruiserweight match. And we need to add one final. Actually, you know what? It's not going to be a promo. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a brawl before this show goes off the air. Look at that. They are going to fight somewhere backstage. It is going to be leading up to the big mega event. We call them mega events. If you know people that are remember the old no DQ CAW. Now they're premiere events or prime time events or pay-per-views. We call them, we like mega events. I think that's awesome. It's going to be Suzuki and Sandman going at it. I just got a hint of Mike Tyson. We got to maybe do one more. Maybe we won't do universe mode for the next month while we wait for 2K22. But we can play some. We haven't done Mike Tyson in a long, long time. We'll have to knock out some Mike Tyson streams of his career mode before we switch things over to 2K22. Our final promo here is going to be coming back. Hollywood Hogan is going to call out Stone Cold Steve Austin before they step into the steel cage. Where's Austin? Why is nobody... What the heck is this? This is so bizarre why people are missing. Does anyone know? Okay, he'll do some self-promotion then. Hollywood Hogan. I'm going to Google this. I've never seen this before in all my time playing this. WWE 2K20 Universe. Can't do a call out. Maybe. I have no idea how to Google search this. Oh well. This is one of the last Universe streams besides the pay-per-view that we'll do on this game, so... what the heck does it even matter anymore? Because we're going to 2K22 when it comes out. So it's just, the game's just broken. What do you expect? We've been knowing this for 2 years. So this is it. ECW, One Night Stand, the final stop before UK Takeover, the pay-per-view. We're going to do this show. We'll run down the card at UK Takeover, and then we will probably stream that event tomorrow. So we got the loading screen, the ECW purple there. How was SmackDown tonight? I'm going to be watching SmackDown as soon as we get done with this. ECW from Anaheim. Kicking things off with the Cruiserweight battle. These four will battle inside a cage. That's right, we have 2 steel cage matches. We just want to get to the action. No entrances on this one. Who are we controlling this one? You know what? I just want to watch it. I want to sit back like the last match and watch it. Who you guys got in this? The loading. I hope the loading is fixed in 2K22. There we go. We're going to jump into it. These 4 will duke it out. This is like a preview. These 4 will duke it out at UK Takeover inside the cage. 2 steel cage matches at UK Takeover will happen. Hogan and Austin in the cage. The return match, and the fatal 4-way for the Cruiserweight Championship. Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio, Adam Cole, and Kalisto. Kalisto going all the way up top. Corkscrew splash. He crashed and burned on that one. That was no good. Rey Mysterio, look at... Oh, he's going to dial it up. He's going to dial it up early on. $619, and Rey Mysterio is completely in control on this one. Hopefully we can find an ECW arena with better lighting on 2K22. This will be our last... This is the end of an era, man. Our last ECW on 2K20. Hopefully the arena downloading will be so much better. That was a disaster. Remember when 2K20 first came out and you would download arenas and it would be all white? And then they patched it, and any arena that was uploaded, like, you never knew. Even after they patched it, you had to just download and hope that the arena wasn't going to be all white. It was, yeah. Kill the server. As soon as 2K22 comes out, just kill the 2K20 servers. It's done. Dragon Lee, armbar there. A little bit of a follow-up to Nitro. Suzuki was never able to get his hands. Like, he went backstage. He took care of things with David Arquette. We understand David Arquette recovering right now. He tried to come back and go after the Sandman. The Sandman long taked off. The Sandman is now, as we get to, he wasn't really denying it last time. Now, Sandman has come out and denied that he has anything to do with these 2 recent attacks that have happened to Minoru Suzuki. I don't think many people buy it. I don't buy it. Sandman you know, is what it is. Suzuki, I don't think he buys it either. So, yeah, this is what it is. As this is the we're seeing it now. This is a tag team tornado match. This is not a fatal 4-way, but we are going to see a fatal 4-way inside the cage. So it's going to be interesting to see, does any of these guys, does Adam Cole try to take a cheap shot on Dragon Lee, or vice versa, going into this big cage match at UK TakeOver? That is the question. Who can you trust? Can you trust any of these guys? Who can you trust? Those cables dangling in front of the screen there. ECW Arena is falling apart, man. What are those? Those just I don't even know what those are. Like big cables or something. They're battling all to the outside of the ring. Dragon Lee sending Rey Mysterio back on the back of his head. Man, Money in the Bank was awesome not that long ago. Make sure you check out the replay. It's going to hopefully live forever at TB Sports 27 on YouTube, unless we have another great YouTube purge where they get rid of all our stuff. Then those streams will be gone forever, because unlike the classic content that I'm re-uploading to Patreon, these streams, because now I went into the world of streaming. Basically, YouTube forced my hand to go into the world of streaming. Yeah, I'm not able to save all these streams that are 3 hours long, so if YouTube does away with the archives channel, then sorry, it's just gone. I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing my best, but look at Dragon Lee walking the ropes. And now he might be looking to put Kalisto away here. Brainbuster. Oh, a power bomb by Dragon Lee. Former Ring of Honor television champion. The cover. And Dragon Lee puts away Kalisto. Adam Cole, back-to-back wins. He's got a lot of momentum on his side. But Dragon Lee, the biggest momentum of them all, he picks up the win over Kalisto. There's a little bit of a replay of the action here at ECW's One Night Stand. I missed that. Look at that. I think Adam Cole's head bounced off the steel there. We saw this one, though, clear as day. There's a lot of head trauma in this matchup. But it was the big pickup power bomb by Kalisto, and the win. Dragon Lee and Adam Cole, they're friends now. But at UK TakeOver, it is Dragon Lee, Adam Cole, Kalisto, Rey Mysterio, the Fatal 4-Way inside of the steel cage. That is coming up at our mega event, hopefully tomorrow. We'll try to stream that one. It's the weekend. It's a Saturday, so why not? Up next, we got Falls Count Anywhere. It is going to be Tetsuya Naito and Raven going at it. Oh, man. Clark Gillies he won 4 straight cups with the Islanders in the 80s. He's passed away at 67. Very sad. Many passings lately. We lost Louis Anderson today. Meatloaf as well. We're going to control Raven in this one. You know, it's all about the boom. All right, let's jump into it. Falls Count Anywhere. This is ECW style. Tetsuya Naito, Raven. Raven's, I never thought I'd say these words. Raven's friend, Tommy Dreamer, the hardcore champion, will be taking on Naito's friend, Ricochet, coming up at UK Takeover, as Raven just hammering away on Naito in the early going. Raven, a proud member of the original Alliance. In 2001, he made the jump from the WWF to Team ECW and then eventually to the Alliance. About a submission hold by Raven. You don't often see that out of the brawler. Raven had his battles during that 2001 invasion period with Perry Saturn. He fought William Regal at the Invasion pay-per-view. DDT by Naito. As Raven's coming right through his boots. Low drop kick. Basement drop kick, if you will. Raven rolling out. This is Falls Count Anywhere. Raven's rules. Raven just trying to escape Naito right now, and Naito taking down Raven. He's scratching at the eyes of Raven. I don't know if the fans are booing or are they saying Naito. Look at this. Raven slamming Naito on the rampway. Falls Count Anywhere. Oh! That doesn't feel good. Raven going face first into the steel ramp, and Raven countering Naito. Oh, there's a lot of history. Those knees have been not doing too well for Naito as of late. And where's Raven going? I think Raven, he might be looking for some kind of lighting or some kind of steel chair or something. I don't think he found it. Maybe he's going to try to pull that light up and use it as a weapon. But here comes Naito. Oh my God, this is some of the best lighting we've seen at the ECW arena. They are up on the rampway here. Falls Count Anywhere. Raven's rules. Neck cracker over the knee. Ushigoroshi. Oh my goodness. Raven. Be wearing the strawberry jam. The crimson mask. They're about to fight backstage, these two. I think they are. I mean, this Falls Count Anywhere. We saw it before. We saw Raven. What was it? Raven and the Sandman, part of that tournament, right? Where they fought all over the place. That's how Raven likes to play it. Very low DDT. Basement DDT. The cover. Here comes John Finnegan. Up on the rampway, and Raven kicking out. Big clothesline by Raven there. What's happening now? Now, that classic brick wall. Raven is going to take this fight to the extreme. Naito and Raven, it has spilled backstage here at the ECW arena in Anaheim, the pond in Anaheim. They are backstage. Naito, Raven, Falls Count Anywhere. Oh my God! Have you ever walked across one of those at a football stadium? Those are the protectors where they put cords so people don't trip over them. Those things hurt, man. That's some serious business. I don't know where the referee is right now, but hopefully he's somewhere around. But this one has spilled to the backstage area, and I believe Raven was trying to DDT Tetsuya Naito into the table there. Putting him chest first into the table. Oh, I don't know if he just tripped or Naito tripped him up. Steel chair coming into play here. And Naito using it on Raven. This is a preview. Maybe this is what we're going to get at UK Takeover between Dreamer and Ricochet. Oh my God. Naito still busting out moves like that. Still love a good backstage brawl. Oh my God. Again, back on that protective. That is meant to protect cables. It is very tough. Oh, a brain buster on the protected, on the concrete. Naito, I don't know what he's thinking right now. He might want to think about getting a pinfall. I have no idea why he's not going for a pinfall. God bless 2K20. We're sending it out with a bang. We've seen a couple of interesting scenarios here. But Raven, instead, oh my goodness, sends Naito up and over. Yeah, Naito made a huge mistake not pinning Raven there. And now Raven just trying to escape. Who's that back there? I think Raven's just trying to get away from Naito. Who is that up there? Is that Lita? No, it's Becky Lynch. I haven't seen Bex in a while. Raven. Oh, who's that? Is that Johnny Gargano? Now we're going out to the parking lot. We already saw a parking lot brawl before. Raven trying to get Naito near some concrete. Headbutt. I think you can use any of these items, Raven. They're stationary. He got Naito right over some concrete. Oh, look at that. That busts him open. It's 3.5 stars on the Dave Feltzer scale. And the cover and a 3 count. Raven, backstage, falls count anywhere, has defeated Tetsuya Naito. Wow. So there you go. Remember, Ricochet, Dreamer, Hardcore Championship, coming up at UK Takeover. Feltzer gave that 3.5 stars. All right, and now we're gonna hear. We are going to hear. Let's let the computer handle this, and we are going to hear from the Hardcore Champion himself before his big championship defense. We heard from him a little bit on Nitro. We're going to hear from him again here today at One Night Stand, ECW. 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 Where's the chance at, man? Any day now. That is the one thing I do hear that the PS5, the advantage the PS5 has over the PS4, the loading times, significantly much better. Here is the Hardcore Champion. We've heard you talk enough, Tommy. You need to bleed in this business. I've given my blood too many times to count. That is true. He has bled buckets. It's only right I get the opportunity to face someone with the same passion that I do. Small-time punks. That's what Ricochet is to Tommy Dreamer. A small-time punk. And here comes Ricochet. Ricochet, the first Alliance Hardcore Champion. He held the belt for a mere 24 hours before losing it to Tommy Dreamer. And here he comes. Here's Ricochet, way too jolly. See right through his bull crap, then take a rocking scientist to determine when on rockets. Oh, is he talking about exploding ring match? Maybe. I mean, Dreamer already did take him once. That might be a bit of a disrespectful comment, but he did already defeat Ricochet once here. Try to do it again. What do you guys think? Is Dreamer going to pull it off again, or will Ricochet bounce back? What the heck is Ricochet even saying? Paint dry. Remember they used to say that about John Morrison? Maybe he had that promo on ECW and they said it was like paint dry. And that is kind of in the basis of this feud a little bit, is Dreamer, you know, the veteran. But he, you know, it's been about high flying versus brawler. He doesn't want guys like Ricochet in the hardcore division. That's big talk, candy from a baby. But, don't you love how the microphone changes? Oh, here we go. They're coming from blows. And this is it. We're getting a preview right now. UK Takeover. Ricochet, Tommy Dreamer, Hardcore Championship will be on the line in the UK. And we're getting a preview right now. This promo battle, this war of words, has broken down into fights, and Dreamer, almost apropos, he's face planting Ricochet on that ECW logo, the logo that he helped make famous, still wearing the t-shirt of ECW right there. John Finnegan in there, like Jim Molyneux's in there too, and that is how this one will come to a close. My goodness, don't miss it. The Hardcore Championship will be on the line at the mega event at UK Takeover. Ricochet, Tommy Dreamer. But up next, what a 6-woman tag team match as the Alliance Women's Champion Liv Morgan will team up with the Sky Pirates, Io Shirai, Kairi Sane, to go up against Rowdy Ronda Rousey, Sasha Banks, and Shayna Baszler. This new team, we don't know what they go by. They haven't given themselves a name. Obviously, members of the MMA 4 Horsewomen and the Pro Wrestling 4 Horsewomen there, but there's only 3 of them. There's not 4. So who knows? But this is the Alliance formed on the Alliance, WCW ECW Alliance, if you will. But this is the team formed between Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, and Sasha Banks. And it will be for the Alliance Women's Championship at UK Takeover. Liv Morgan defending her title, the first Alliance Women's Champion defending her championship. Did I even pick anybody? Who did I pick? Is this computer? Oh my god, I didn't even pick anybody. This is another computer versus computer. Well, that's alright. We'll just sit back and enjoy the show. And Ronda Rousey on Nitro earlier in this stream took on Alicia Fox, defeated Alicia Fox in 30 seconds. She's trying to defeat Liv Morgan in 30 seconds right now. This match being fought under tornado tag rules. It's the go-home show, so we're just having fun. We're not doing any tags. It's tornado rules. It's Ronda, Shayna, Sasha against Liv and the Sky Pirates. Ronda Rousey made her debut at WCW, ECW, Money in the Bank. She won the Money in the Bank ladder match, and she is challenging Liv Morgan for the title here at UK Takeover, which will be coming up, right? This is on a Saturday, so it's literally the next day. And that's also when we plan to stream it. So for anyone, oh, we have a new follower. Or no, we don't have a new follower. That was 4 days ago. I thought we had a new follower. I got excited. But no, it was not to be. If anyone's watching and wants to give us a follow, I'll shout you out. Because if you're watching on PC or on desktop mode, you can see the latest follower scrolling at the top of the screen. So if you give us a follow, you can see your name scroll right on by at the top of the screen if you're watching on twitch.tv on a desktop or a laptop or anything like that. If you're watching on the mobile app on PlayStation or Xbox or on your phone or your tablet and it doesn't work for whatever reason, it's only if you're watching on desktop mode. But anyway, back to this match. 6-woman tag team matchup here on ECW One Night Stand, and we got our main event right around the corner. Huge tag team battle. Pillman and Kurt Angle against Mike Awesome and Hayabusa. Maybe we'll just let the computer handle that one too. Just sit back and watch all these tonight, right? Ronda Rousey scooping a slam. Oh, Io Shirai. Look at Sasha Banks. The furious action left and right. It ended with Sasha Banks, and now Sasha Frankensteiner there onto the genius of the sky. Out goes Io Shirai. Liv Morgan popping right back up to her feet, backing in to Sasha. I don't think Sasha even saw Liv coming her way, and it's going to be a nice little head scissors takedown as down will go Sasha Banks. I just got some news that popped up. I don't know why this popped up on my screen. The Ducks are beating the Lightning 2-0. It is 3 zodiac signs will have a rough day. Montgomery, Alabama is 37 degrees. I probably need to change that where since I don't live in Montgomery, Alabama anymore. Taskbar settings. I don't even know how to change that. This is not a big deal. I don't know. I'm looking at my computer. I don't know why it's saying all this. How to change it. Can't change it, won't change it. Whatever. Alright, who cares? Back to this match as, good lord, poor Kairi Sane is just sandwiched in between Shayna Baszler and Sasha Banks. And Ronda's had Io Shirai pinned for a long time. Referee doesn't even notice. There's the cover. Good lord. That was a long cover, and that's not going to make Ronda too happy. Cover onto Kairi Sane, though. Oh, that looked like maybe it should have been a 3 count. What do you guys think at home? I don't know. That was somewhat bit questionable there, as Sasha Banks is headed. She is up on the top turnbuckle. She's already headed there by the time I said it. It is. It's been a little bit of domination, I dare say, by the team of Baszler, Banks, and Rousey over the Sky Pirates and the Alliance Women's Champion. Look at this gut wrench by Shayna Baszler. What a rivalry those two had, Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane, not only as part of the Mae Young Classic, but as part of NXT. Maybe we should hold a tournament like that. We should hold a non-canon tournament. And maybe we'll go into the community creations on 2K20 and just find these really cool creations of folks and do our own Mae Young tournament. Wouldn't that be awesome? Boot to the gut. Shirai, double underhook. Face plant there. Oh, here comes Liv Morgan. Oh, I thought Liv Morgan was going to maybe do a Darby Allin. Kind of jump off the turnbuckle there and land on the Baszler. She didn't do it. Double underhook by Shirai again. Ronda Rousey elbow. Elbow. Down goes Shirai. Down goes Morgan. Kairi Sane's doing okay. Oh. Oh my god, Kairi Sane. Ronda locking the submission in. Liv Morgan trying to fight it. Is she going to tap out Liv Morgan? No. Liv was able to fight it off. How about it? The cover, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Ronda Rousey remains undefeated. Miss Money in the Bank has pinned the Alliance Women's Champion going into UK Takeover. See how much quicker the tag matches are when you do tornado rules? I want tag matches to get fixed on 2K22. Less like 15, 20-minute matches on tag matches. We had that, I mean, it was a great match with that Outsiders Public Enemy match for like 20 minutes. Ronda Rousey seems pretty unstoppable. She's won every step of the way. She's got Shayna and Sasha by her side. Does Liv Morgan stand a chance at UK Takeover? She defends the Alliance Women's Championship against Rowdy Ronda Rousey at UK Takeover. It is main event time, folks. There you see it is going to be an Extreme Rules match. Then we're going to hear from Hollywood Hogan in preparation for the big steel cage match. And then there might be a little extracurricular activity at the end here. No entrances. We're going to do fast, and we're just going to sit back and watch this one as well. We're doing just all computer battles, just letting the computer handle it out. Whoever wins is whoever wins. Ronda Rousey already pinned the champ. We saw Kalisto get pinned by Dragon Lee earlier tonight. We had Raven pick up a win over Tetsuya Naito. And here you go, your main event. And it's going to be interesting to see how Kurt Angle and Brian Pillman are going to coexist here. Because, I mean, and Kurt Angle wanted a piece of Pillman. He was calling Pillman a lot of not so nice things. And now they're going to be teaming up here. And another, I mean, we just saw too. Let's not bury the lead here. We saw not too long ago Hayabusa and Mike Awesome battle it out. And Mike Awesome lost, and that cost him his opportunity at the US TV Championship match. Maki Ito's coming to the U.S. again. We need to get Maki Ito in the Alliance here, don't we? Hayabusa going up and over. I should actually do. I'm so just watching the match. I should actually do a play-by-play, huh? Let's see here. Kurt Angle, Snapmare. That's a dream match right there. Kurt Angle and Hayabusa. I mean, we got the triple threat with Mike Awesome. How about a one-on-one one day with these guys? It'd be fantastic. And we lost a lot of dream matches, unfortunately, with the way Hayabusa's career ended in 2001. And you had to imagine if he kept going, he would have eventually, the relationship that TNA had with Japan, he would have definitely come to Japan at some point. He would have definitely been Ring of Honor at some point. Like, man, we could have seen Hayabusa and Daniel Bryan, Nigel McGuinness, Kurt Angle, like a lot of the great matches we were robbed of, we're going to get the chance to see here on WCW ECW, and we're going to see our first weapon coming into play. Brian Pillman with the sledgehammer attack. And he even took out, I didn't even realize what he did, but he took out Kurt Angle. He hit his own tag team partner. He has the loose cannon. You can't trust him. Kurt Angle will take on Hayabusa in a, or I should say Kurt Angle will take on Mike Awesome in a tables match at UK Takeover. Brian Pillman will defend the Alliance United States Television Championship against Hayabusa at UK Takeover. Pillman rolling out of that one. Hayabusa coming to the floor, and Kurt Angle. Best sentence you think you would hear in 2022. Hayabusa grabs the sledgehammer and heads to the outside of the ring to confront Kurt Angle, right? When did you ever think you would hear that? Well, you heard it, and it happened right here on ECW One Night Stand. Mike Awesome, duck under, and a clothesline up beheading the Olympic gold medalist right there. Hayabusa, I think he connected, but oh my God, Mike Awesome. If Kurt Angle wasn't beheaded before, he's beheaded now. A ladder being brought into play here. Extreme Rules. This is ECW after all. Clothesline. Cover. Referee is down. The visual 3 count not going to happen. Neck breaker by Pillman. Oh, Hayabusa answering right back. The scoop. Oh! Pillman, back of his head. Kurt Angle, God bless you, 2K20. Big boot, just barely connected that time. Mike Awesome connected. No pinfalls in the tables match at UK Takeover, so he won't be able to do that then. And he couldn't do it right now as Kurt Angle kicked out. Ladder is set up. Let's see, is someone going to be able to jump off the ladder this time? It didn't happen last time. Oh, look at this. Mike Awesome. How about an awesome splash off the top of the ladder? Another cover on Kurt Angle. Referee. Oh, 2.5. Kurt Angle kicking out. Hayabusa sent off into the buckle there by the loose cannon. Cover. Again, Kurt Angle. Oh, what a chop by Awesome. Ladder coming back into play. Armbar. Armbar locked in. Kurt Angle, would he tap out? Awesome up top. Awesome elbow drop. Again, Kurt Angle is not staying down, man. Kurt Angle is not staying down. What a fighter, Kurt Angle. Another cover breaking up. This is living up to the main event hype. Is the champ... Oh my God. Mike Awesome is making quite the claim. That is his second time pinning the ECW, WCW US TV champion. He did it a couple weeks ago one-on-one. He did it in the tag match. You have to believe if Mike Awesome gets the win in the tables match over Kurt Angle, then he absolutely will be the top contender to either Hayabusa or Brian Pillman, no matter who wins at UK TakeOver. Mike Awesome has pinned the US TV champion twice now. Unbelievable. There you go. Well, that was your main event, but we are still going to hear from Hollywood Hogan. And then we got a little bit of a brawl to end things. So let's see what Hogan's got to say. We're gonna let Hogan just say his words. Hollywood Hogan. Here he comes, and Hogan on ECW. That's still quite the sight to see. Hollywood Hogan stepping into an ECW ring. On the last stream, he defeated the Big Show. So I'm reading a thread on Twitter right now. Somebody that got their YouTube account taken down with no warning. A guy that looked like he was a storm chaser, and I guess he worked for like CBS, and YouTube just deleted his account with no warning. I know how you feel, buddy. I was right there with you. This guy says if you're not part of an organization or a company, your copyright claims get sourced to an AI. Mine wasn't even a copyright. They just thought I was a spam bot because I streamed after not uploading to my channel for a while. Can I do the Hogan voice? I don't know if my my voice can handle it. Well, let's get one thing straight, brother. This is the big rematch. Hogan already beat Austin once. I come out of here every night, and I give it my heart and my soul for the Alliance, brother. I've left everything in the ring more times than I can count, dude. And I'm ready to reach that brass ring. I don't want to just be in the main event. I will be the main event. And that is breaking news. I guess we can break it here. At UK TakeOver, the main event match will be Hogan and Austin inside the steel cage. That will main event UK TakeOver. Hogan beat Austin the first time at Money in the Bank. Now they will have the rematch inside the cage, and it will headline, it will main event UK TakeOver. That's pretty much everything I have to say, brother. I could go on, but unlike some other superstar around here, I don't need to keep saying how great I am to believe it. You guys already know that I'm one of the best, most exciting, unpredictable superstars in the business. I can't do the Hogan voice. Goodness. Well, there you go. Hogan Austin inside the cage. We got one final fight, and then we will read the complete card for UK Takeover. Suzuki and the Sandman. It will be a brawl to end it all. Well, let the computer do this as well. We'll do all computer battles. Here you go. This happened just before we were about to go off the air. ECW Commissioner Dusty Rhodes calling attention to the fact that Minoru Suzuki, the Sandman, unscheduled. They got into a confrontation. This will be your Alliance Championship match at UK Takeover. A clash of styles, to say the least, as Suzuki and the Sandman will go at it. The Sandman, he had that grappling match a couple weeks ago with David Arquette. Suzuki, he thinks Sandman behind these attacks. Hey, we got Emperor Commodus here. WWE used to be cool until what are you saying, man? Until the guy got a light bulb of what? What is the Emperor saying? I don't know what this guy is saying. I never saw it. He said a guy got a light tube. You must be thinking of that garbage championship wrestling. That's where David Arquette almost bled out. That's what you're thinking of, Emperor. The garbage championship wrestling. This is supposed to be a brawl. Why are they in the ring? I don't know why they well, it wouldn't be 2K20 without another glitch, right? This is supposed to be a brawl, which brawls take place backstage in the boiler room or the movie set or the mired wrench or whatever. They've come out to the ring, so whatever. It's 2K20. We're getting all their glitches out of the way. They started out brawling backstage. They fought their way to the ring. This is a brawl now. There's no referees. This is just an unscheduled, unscripted brawl between Alliance Heavyweight Champion Minoru Suzuki and Mr. Money in the Bank, the Sandman. They will clash for the championship coming up at UK Takeover. Meanwhile, the Emperor is trying to figure out, we got Emperor Commodus here who's trying to figure out where to put his light bulb. I don't think he knows. Oh, the Sandman. He getting rocked right now by Minoru Suzuki. He's getting just knocked around. Blood, sweat, and beer's all right. Into the guardrail. This is just a preview. What a fight it's going to be at UK Takeover. Chops. Look at this. Look at Suzuki. Who wins a brawl? Does someone hit a finisher and it ends, right? Or maybe it ends when the Emperor finds his light bulb. I don't know. Grinding away at the eyes of Suzuki. So far, I mean, there's been no. I think Dusty Rhodes, a week after trying to separate these two, Dusty Rhodes just threw his hands up and said, "You know what? Forget it. Just let them fight." And they're gonna fight. And they're gonna fight for the title at UK Takeover. Where's the three masked assailants? The men in all black. I haven't seen them yet. Are they gonna come out? Are they gonna help the Sandman? You would think they would help the Sandman, wouldn't they? Maybe they're fooling with Emperor and his light bulb. I don't know. I don't know where they are. Maybe this is the official word that these guys aren't associated with the Sandman. You would think they'd be coming out by now. That's it. It is over. Suzuki wins the brawl. I still don't know why the brawl took place in the ring instead of backstage like it's supposed to, but Suzuki wins the brawl over the Sandman. Is that going to be the end result? Let's run through the card right now before we go. And thank you guys for tuning in for this stream. I'm glad you can hear me this time. UK Takeover. We're hoping to stream it tomorrow, so stay tuned. Saturday, twitch.tv, TB Sports. Hopefully, we'll be streamed. But here's the card. It's a 9-match card. The Alliance Heavyweight Championship, Minoru Suzuki versus the Sandman. Tables match, Kurt Angle versus Mike Awesome. Alliance Tag Team Championship match, Harlem Heat versus the Good Brothers. The Alliance Women's Championship match, Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey. The Alliance US TV Championship match, Brian Pillman versus Hayabusa. The Alliance Hardcore Championship match, Ricochet versus Tommy Dreamer. For the first time in over 20 years, 25 years. How many years have it been? Like 25 years. Goldberg versus Bret Hart, one-on-one. And then 2 steel cage matches to crown the inaugural Cruiserweight champion. A fatal 4-way, a 4 corners match inside the steel cage. Adam Cole, Kalisto, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee. And then in your main event, the rematch from Money in the Bank, Hollywood Hogan versus Stone Cold Steve Austin inside the cage. Hey, they actually gave us Ricochet and Dreamer. These obviously aren't going to be the matches here. We're going to have to go in and do some modifications. No Piper on this card. He didn't make it this time. And that should not be a... hopefully you can add more than 5 matches. Add a match. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be UK Takeover, WCW, ECW, UK Takeover, folks. That is the card. We have made it. We have made it to the end of June, and this will be our final stream of Universe Mode on 2K20, unless 2K22 ends up being an absolute disaster, and we have to go back to 2K20. But hopefully that won't be the case. So there you go, folks. UK Takeover, don't miss it. Tomorrow, I'm expecting to stream it tomorrow. Don't miss the big 9-match card. Thank you guys for tuning in for Nitro and One Night Stand here today. And we're going to see you guys next time.